ready? Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. Let's see here what we had
Next
next.
slide. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having trouble getting the right button to do the right thing at the right time. Okay, whoops.
Okay.
And when it does, it takes off. Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
it does. Well, maybe it automatically assumes you're on the slide. And one of the things that we need to do as a club is individually need to report our hours. And I have to say, many of us aren't very good, especially I am not very good about this. And the volunteer hours need to be reported to Lions International as a measure of our club's activity. And all you have to do is just identify what you did, the service or the fundraising or any of the contributions you have made. This all started in July, so you're not too far behind. This year is no longer Linda Lockey. You will report your hours to Steve Riley. Steve Riley is our third vice president, and he's in charge of reporting hours this year. So if you would remember to do that, we don't want to know your every move, but we do want to let International know what an active club we are. Next slide, please.
Hey, come on.
Okay, here is the things that you will report on. It's easy to see as you attend club meetings, you work at club fundraising activities, the direct hours you spend on any service project or fundraising project, hours planned in planning or committee meetings or setup or other arrangements. Just whatever you know contributes to the well-being of our organization. Next slide. Okay, I think we've already covered this.
Yeah, this is just a breakdown of some ways that you can participate, and everybody has different capabilities in terms of what they can offer here, but there are a lot of different opportunities to keep in mind. Okay, now it's up to you again, ma'am.
Okay, well, we've covered all of these things, and you do have the board of director and chairman of committee spreadsheet that I've given you. So use that to your advantage because it is very confusing with all of the things we do. But I know you'll find a place to serve. Whatever you do, your job is help each other. The winner is not my job award. It's how we help each other.
All right, thank you. Now, Leo, I think it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. There we go. All right. So how we communicate, and I'm sure you've seen how we've done it. So basically our meetings, we do it through Zoom. Even this presentation is done through Zoom, which has been great for us for the past year and a half. And we thought it was going to be a few months. But it's been a true lifesaver. And even now for this meeting, I mean, we can all be in our homes doing this training. I can be across the Great Pond helping you out and doing this through Zoom. But we also send, of course, emails out. You will see emails from myself. You'll see emails directly from the website or from Mim or from Glenda. From time to time, whenever we need to communicate with you, we'll send out emails. We also have the weekly email that goes out with the presentation of our luncheons / meetings. And of course, who our speaker will be for that meeting day. You are more than welcome to have people join you, ask for friends of yours to join in. Just send them your email address. I mean, your email that you've received with the link for the Zoom meeting, and they can attend our meetings. It's not a closed meeting. This is a public meeting. So whenever you want to ask friends to join you, just send them that link and they are able to join us as well. We also have a lot of information on our website. We have the membership directory. We have all the information on our fundraisers. I've sent you on the chat here some of the links for the fundraisers that we have. but don't worry, no need for you to copy and paste things. We'll send you out, or I'll send you out an email after this with all the links I've sent, where you can purchase your apparel if you want to, where you can find information about the shootout or the roses. I mean, there's a lot of information here. Also, how you can join us, the calendar that's on there. It will tell you each week what is our meeting, what's our speaker going to be. Also, we have our membership directory, and that's what we were talking here a little bit while. Give me just a second. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Sorry, my other headphone died, so I had a. So in our membership directory, we were just chatting here through our break. It's important that you upload your picture, because that's how we reach out to you as a member, or if we have something personal that we want to speak with one of the members, we can go into our membership area, which is personal to us. It's not open to the public. We see the contacts of that person, their address, if we need to send them a postcard, or if their phone number, if we need to give them a call. But it's also important that you have your picture there so that we can see exactly who are we looking for, because sometimes we do remember a face, but we just don't remember the name. So when you can, as soon as you enter the website, if you can, just upload a picture of yourself, input any information on your profile that you wish to share with us as well. But we also have our own app. So the same thing that we have on our website that you can access on your computer or phone, you also have a specific app. Just go onto your app store, Play Store if you're Android, or App Store if you're on iPhone, and just download the app for Wild Apricot user. Okay, there's an admin part and there's a user part. Just download it for the user part. You log in the same way with your email address and your password, and you have all the information. It's pretty user friendly. You have all the information there of all the directory for the members, all the meetings that we're held have scheduled, who the speakers are going to be. You can now, we don't need to make our registration, but before, when we were meeting at TSCVI, we had to register each week so that we would account for each meal to be purchased. So you can register there, or even for any event like the shootout, you can also register through your app and do the payment, do everything online, which is pretty great. Again, we have our own page on Facebook. We have our own page on Instagram as well, our own page on Twitter, our own page on YouTube, and I would suggest that you follow us on all those platforms. We just put out information. We do some posts as well. You're welcome and more than welcome to share, comment, and like. Of course, on our YouTube page, we post the videos of the meetings that we have. So if you haven't been able to attend one of the meetings, it's always posted there for you to see at your own leisure. What else do I need to talk to you guys about? I think that's pretty much it. And I would pass it on back to you, Alan. Thank you so much.
And are there any special tricks they need to know about getting registered to be able to log in on the website or through Wild Apricot?
Actually, no. On the website, normally what happens when they join as a member, I do the registration for them. So I enroll them in the website, I give them access, and they receive an email right away, which most of them I'm sure have received. If you haven't, please let me know. You receive an email right away showing you your login. You then can change your password, and then you have direct access to the website itself, where it has all the calendars and all the things. The only thing you need there is if you want to register for a specific event like Clay Shoot or the casino night, then you would have to register there. But it's pretty straightforward. You just go in, you register, you pay for your ticket. You do everything through there. Other than that, for our Zoom meetings, you don't need to register. You just need to pop in, and it's always the same link. It's always the same number. So just save it on your computers, and it's always just a matter of jumping in wherever you are. You don't even have to have your video on. Just jump in and join us whenever you can. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Leo, I'd like you to mention something about how the dues work and how people get emails, even if they prepaid that.
Oh.
kind of thing. I know we have some confusion about that sometimes.
Sure, sure. We were discussing it briefly as well before with Kit and Susie. They were asking me if everything was arranged because of their dues. The thing is, we have separate ways of doing this. I mean, we do everything through our treasurer, which is Jim Roberson in his office, and he's the one in charge of sending out the invoices. But then we have our website, our Wild Apricot, which is our software that controls everything, controls our membership. By default, our software will send you a reminder that you have to pay your invoice each quarter. So sometimes there's duplication and there's the website saying and sending you an email saying you haven't paid, you're overdue. And then you receive an email from Michelle and from Jim's office saying, here's your dues, you have to pay. So what you have to look for is the Michelle email. The email from Jim Roberson, that's the correct thing. That's the only thing that will send out an invoice. The rest has to be done manually because we're not relying on Wild Apricot to do our finances. But there's a duplication of information sent out, but we can't control that in any way. In any case, please don't worry. You don't owe us anything until we come knocking on your door and tell you, hey, you owe us, better pay up. Normally, everybody's pretty much paid up. Most of you are on automatic payments, which is great. And I fully recommend that you do that because you just put it on your credit card. It comes out every quarter and you just forget about it. But yes, you will still receive an invoice, even though if you're on automatic payments, you will still receive an invoice at the beginning of each quarter saying, here's your invoice, please pay. But if you're on automatic payments, don't worry, it will be taken out, it will be deducted. And if you look at the invoice, if you open the invoice, because I know sometimes you guys don't, there's an attachment, you open your invoice at the bottom corner, right bottom corner, it will tell you your balance. If it's 0, then you're totally paid up. It's not a problem. If it's 50 or more, then you have dues and arrears. Other than that, you're totally paid up and don't worry. Okay, so please just know that that's the process. Even though if you pay in advance like a full year, you will still receive each quarter the invoices because that's how the system works. We send out the invoices and we deduct quarter by quarter the amount that you've paid us in advance. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
One other thing I'll mention, and I don't think we've mentioned it all, is every month we have a board meeting. It's the third Thursday of the month to follow our regular meeting. And everyone's invited to attend if you want to know what the business part of our meeting is. So I encourage you to make note of that. You don't have to, but you may want to know what we're working on and what we're planning for the future. The bottom line is, why'd you join the club? Fellowship, service, networking, those are all good reasons. And we hope you enjoy the membership that you've now received in this club, and we will enjoy having you as a member.
And you had something in chat about, wanted to say a few more words about newsletters.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure everybody's aware we have our club newsletter that comes out. It's supposed to come out quarterly. I don't always get it done exactly on the quarter. And it gives you an idea of what activities we've been doing and what's coming up. We do some recognition of, we have member profiles and birthdays and things like that. So that is sent to you via email. It's also posted on our website, but it's really important that you keep your email address current with us. If you change your email, you need to let Leonore know. And if you don't receive our emails, it may be because you have your spam blocker. Since we send from a group email, it may think it's spam, but you'd need to whitelist us. But you should get the link to the newsletter, and then every month the district publishes a district newsletter, and we have club news in there, what our club is doing, as well as what other clubs are doing. And you get information about what's going on at LCI and in our district. And that also is emailed or it's available on the district website. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you. Does anybody have any other questions about anything we've covered? I think we've about exhausted our resources here for today.
I'm gonna stop your screen so we can see each other, okay, Ellen?
Good idea. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, on that last slide, I did ask you at the beginning why you joined the club. And I just wanted to make the point that over the years, I've noticed people join for all those different, generally reasons all break down into one of those three areas or a combination of them. And I've known people who joined because they thought it would be good for business and they ended up enjoying the service opportunities and the fellowship. Some people joined because of the service interest or they just wanted the fellowship and by golly, found a good business connection. So the point is, it's a little different mix for everybody and it may change over time. But anyway, I believe that's about it then. I just would like to welcome all of y'all to your Lions Club now. And I'm looking forward to the day that we can meet in person. Although, you know, with this membership growth that we've had, I'm a little concerned about whether we'll retain all those members when they get to see us from the shoulders down. Anyway, thanks. Ma'am, did you have anything else to add? Glenda?
I think I'm good and wheels down and on time.
Reaction to the idea of having this all in one session instead of breaking it into two parts. Did it work okay for everybody?
I think one session is better.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, and I think with a little judicious pruning, we could get this all down to within 2.5 hours for the
I
future.
think Jordan wanted to say something.
Well, I was going to
Jordan,
agree.
go
I
ahead.
thought one session was nice, and you guys were very succinct. So I thought this was a good way to do it.
Good. Thank you. And thank you for setting aside this time this morning.
Does anybody have any questions about the club? I mean, we covered a lot in part 2. And if you've got any questions, this would be a good time to ask them.
Just make sure you're available on email, because if I have questions, it'll be after I look at everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's totally fine. Either one of us, you can all ask us questions as a group because you have everybody in the same group, and I'm sure that your questions might be the same questions as the other new members. Or individually, you can send us email, and we'll be more than happy to answer to you anytime. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Mary Lou, I need
Thanks,
to-
everyone.
Mary Lou, I need to mention, I knew both your parents and Archie, and I can attest to your Austin roots. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for putting this all together. Thank you for everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye.